This is a metroidvania where you play as an artist trying to escape from her own mind. The whole game takes place inside this inner world that's falling apart because of her mental health struggles, which is a pretty interesting setup. What makes this different from other Metroidvanias is the paint mechanic that ties into everything you do, and it actually has consequences if you abuse it. So you've got a paintbrush that works as your main weapon. You can slap enemies with it, which sounds silly, but that's generally what you do. The game uses paint as your resource for special moves like dashing through the air or diving into walls and the ground to move around faster. This paint system is what makes the movement feel smooth once you get the hang of it. But here's the catch. If you use too much paint without letting it refill, you become corrupted. If you are corrupted, your abilities start draining your health instead, so you can't just spam everything. The game world itself is non-linear, meaning you can explore different areas in whatever order you want as long as you have the right abilities. Each area represents something different about the main character's mental state and personal history, so the environments actually mean something beyond just being different themed zones. You're gonna meet various characters along the way who give you tasks or help you out. The camera that you receive is actually pretty clever. You can take snapshots of areas you can't reach yet or puzzles you can't solve, and these get marked on your map so you remember to come back later. It's a simple solution to the problem of forgetting where stuff was in these interconnected worlds. As you explore, you find these things called inspirations. These let you sketch in a journal, and those sketches give you upgrades or new abilities. You can also find materials to make these sketches even stronger, so there's some customization to how you build your character. The brush techniques you unlock help with combat, platforming and solving puzzles. After your death, instead of just respawning at a checkpoint, you get a choice. You can either keep going from where you died, but all the enemies become stronger, or you can go back to a save point with the enemies at normal difficulty. The platforming can be fairly demanding. You need to time your dashes and movements carefully, and some sections require you to think about when to use your paint abilities, since you can't spam them forever. There are also sections where you have to remove corruption from the environment using your paint, which grows back over time. The combat isn't exactly super complex, but it has some thought to it. Some enemies have shields or specific weak points, and the boss fights require you to figure out the patterns. The game's art style is hand-drawn and pretty vibrant despite the darker themes about mental health. Each area has its own visual identity, and the audio design seems very solid. It's got that Metroidvania structure, where you keep finding new paths and abilities that let you access previously blocked areas. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.